could you please introduce yourself?
Yes, sure. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I'm Shashtika. Currently, I'm residing in Bangalore. I was working with a political consultancy firm called Srivara Info Private Limited for the past 8 months as a project manager and chief operating officer. Working into this domain helped me not only to enhance my leadership abilities and teamwork qualities. At the same time, I learned the importance of adaptability to the changing work environment. Prior to this, I was working with an edtech company called Talented Education Ventures at Pune into sales domain for 1.6 years. By working into sales domain, I learned how to thrive in a target-oriented and pressurized manner, where I have always remained as one of the top 10 employees during my tenure. Coming to my educational qualification, I have done my Bachelor's of Engineering from Anna University. During my graduation days, I have participated in various events and sports activities. Apart from these activities, my interest also lies in practicing yoga and listening to podcasts. And currently, I'm looking for new opportunities into operations domain where I can improve my skills and expertise and be a part of betterment for the organization. Thank you. That's
Now
it.
tell me, what is the job role of Amazon Operation Executive?
Sorry, ma'am, your voice is too low. Can you please come in?
What is the job role of Academic Operation Executive?
Operations executive. Basically, the operations executive work is to prepare the daily reports and assist the operations manager in implementing the strategies that are made by the organization and making sure that workplace is suitable for the employees and follow and having a track on performance metrics and making sure there is coordination between the internal and external stakeholders, all those things.
And why do you want to work with Amazon?
Actually, as a consumer, I have always admired Amazon. And the most important thing which has drawn me towards Amazon is their mission. One of their mission is that this is what drawn me towards.
Because sir, we are facing some sort of network issue. Can you just tell me, am I audible or is it from my end?
And I have, as I said, as a consumer, I have been always admired Amazon. And I'm deeply drawn by the reputation that it has in the industry. And one of the most important things that has drawn me towards Amazon is their mission of, which is to become Earth's most customer-centric company. And also the commitment to the work-life balance. And I strongly believe that where the employees, where the company where employees work-life balance is given a strong commitment, there the employees would excel and grow in a more efficient manner. That is the reason I choose Amazon.
Tell me about a time when you had to make a quick decision that was going to have a significant impact on your business.
That was going to have
significant impact on your business.
Okay, in my business. With regards to my previous experience when I was working into sales, there was one difficult scenario where I had to take medical leave for 2 weeks. But when I rejoined my work, all my leads and pipelines that were transferred to the other members. Then it was a very difficult situation for me to start from the first, as I had to complete my entire month's target in a span of 2 weeks itself. What I did is that first I came out of that initial panic situation. Then I collected all my thoughts and I created a quick decision that I'll generate, since I was working into inbound process, I focused on generating as much lead as possible. At the same time, I focused much more on the references with my previous enrollment and previous prospects. I pulled out my old data, whichever I have stored in my official storage system. From that, I pulled out all the data and I focused much on the references, and I was able to complete my target within 2 weeks itself, the entire 1 month start.
How do you build trust with people?
How do you create trust with people?
How do you build trust? Yeah, how do you build trust?
Building trust is the most important thing, be it any and be it personal or professional life. First, having an open communication, and first we'll have to give the importance to the person whoever we are interacting with. First, we'll have to listen to them completely. We'll have to understand their perspective. By understanding their perspective, we can put into our perspective. This will give a situation where they will feel that, okay, this person is completely listening to me and he is giving me a reasonable or genuine feedback or suggestion. This might be an important factor to create trust.
What are the most important skills and qualities needed to be an operations manager at Amazon?
Okay, the most important skills that is required is first they'll have to have a good leadership qualities and attention. They should be very detailed oriented, and they should be focused on outcome and the deliverables. And also they should have a strong communication, because the operational manager is responsible for managing the cross-functional coordination among various teams. So strong communication is much more required to be an operation manager.
Now, Shastika, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
The next 5 to 10 years, I see myself being as a continuous learner, and where I'm upgrading my skills and being turning into an expertise into the domain, into the operations domain, where I'll be able to take up leadership responsibilities, at the same time help my fellow members of the organization and be a part of betterment for the organization.
Now, tell me, I'll be asking you situation-based questions. How do you prioritize tasks and delegate responsibilities in your operation work?
First, what I'll do is that I'll access the deadline or milestone for each and every task. By doing it, so I'll be able to find out the order in which the task has to be completed. After doing this, what I'll do is that I'll perfectly do a structured schedule based on the order that I have decided. Then I'll implement the schedule time slot and I'll do the work accordingly. This will help me to work each and every task in a more efficient manner, as well as this will help me to complete the work ahead of the schedule itself.
See, whatever question I'm asking, what you can do is you can summarize it in a very brief sentence, right? You can say that, ma'am, I prepare a to-do list and I'll make sure I complete it before the deadline. Just 2-line answer, not elaborating the answer, because once you elaborate the answer, you tend to repeat certain words, right?
Okay.
Where Amazon is specific about repetition, focus on repetition. Make sure you do not repeat any word. So whatever question I'm asking you, give straightforward answer, 1 or 2-line answer, right? Sum it up in 2 lines. Fine. What is your leadership style?
My leadership style is that I'll make sure my team members work in a very collaborative environment, where I will appreciate the insights and suggestions of each and every team members involved in the team. This will help to foster ownership and teamwork abilities for each and every team members. As far as I think, this would be required to be in as a great leader.
You are giving answer very spontaneously, but since before this answer, when I started to correct you, now you are losing hope. Is it or is it not? Getting nervous now?
Yes.
Am I right or not? See, if I'm right, say yes, ma'am, you're right. Because, even I catch communications, can I catch this? I've been conducting so many interviews now. I, do the face reading of my individual, coming back from psychology background. So you were giving spontaneous answers. Once I corrected you right now you got anxious, you got nerves, right? And it's a part of life. It happens. It's absolutely fine. I'm here. You have appeared for the mock interview because you want to know the feedback, right? How
Yes.
fit, how accurate you are for Amazon. So we are here to provide you the feedback as well. So it all goes fair. Right. Now, see, when I'm asking this type of question, no, what is the leadership style? You can say that naturally, you can say, ma'am, I am a result-oriented person. So I
Okay.
make sure that my team work in such a collaborative way where we focus on the result more. We work with the team and get the result. That is also a fruitful result. So summarize it in one or two lines. Fine.
Okay.
Okay. Can you describe your experience in managing operations for a business?
Uh, in my previous role, I was responsible for taking care of the daily, day-to-day operations and making sure there is cross-functional coordination among the team. It was completely into political operations, where I had to deal with people like MLAs and board members. We were responsible to make sure the day-to-day operations of our organization goes as per the schedule. I conducted meetings on a regular basis. By conducting the meeting on the regular basis, I made sure the work in progress is aligned with the schedule, that whatever we have scheduled to be prior to the work itself. Then I always appreciated the insights and suggestions of my team members in order to find out, in order to predict the bottlenecks or uncertainties. Working closely with my all the team members helped me to handle the situations, or if we had any other uncertainties also, I was able to take care of it.
How have you improved efficiency in your previous operations role?
In my previous operation role, to improve the efficiency, I worked closely with each and every team separately also, and I made sure I gave my insights whenever it is required, and I always appreciated the team members' insights and suggestions, and we worked closely to bring up a contingency plan if there is any uncertainties, and we brought out a structured schedule and make sure we completed all the works ahead of the schedule itself, this in an efficient and effective manner.
How do you build and maintain effective relationship with internal and external stakeholders in your operation work?
To build strong relationship with the internal and external stakeholders, strong communication is needed, which is we'll have to be open we'll have to have an open communication with them, and first we'll have to take their insights. By including them in the process of decision making, will enable them to coordinate with us also in a very proper manner. By including them in decision making process will enable us to have a furthermore strong communication. So in future also, whatever decision we are taking, they'll coordinate with us accordingly.
How do you stay up to date on industry best practices and trends in operation management?
Whichever industry I'm working with, will in order to be in coordinates with the current trend, we'll have to make sure if there is any new technologies or new updates that has been made, making sure I have read about the any technologies or knowledge that is required. By keeping us by reading any articles which has come out or any news that has happened in operation sector, or by having a by reading the current affairs which is related to the domain, that will keep us up to date with regards to the knowledge.
Fine, Swastika. That's all about the questions regarding Amazon.